Facebook, hello. It's your boy, Jay, and you are tuned into another episode of Jay's Spot. Episode number 14, to be exact. The time is 8:32 right now. I'm gonna give it a little time for people to, tune in and, get in the crib, get settled in. But the topic of discussion for tonight is it's kind of a touchy topic, but it got to be talked about. And the topic at hand is 15 and pregnant. 15 and pregnant. Like, let that number soak in your head. Like, 15 years old and pregnant. Whether you 14, 13, it's still a young age. That age is crazy right there. 15 and pregnant. Salute. What's up, Cherry? What's up? Salute, cousin. Thank you for tuning in. At the bottom of your screen, for all those that's tuning in, if you can, just click the share button so we can share this, let it circulate to all your friends on your Facebook. Because, we rocking strong with these episodes and these topics. People, it's a lot of topics people be wanting me to talk about, so I try to touch those topics as much as I can. And, we trying to take us to another level, man. It's a lot of things that need to be talked about, and it's not being talked about because people don't want to voice their opinion. And I don't know why they don't want to voice their opinion, but I'm gonna voice my opinion. I'm talking for the people that don't want to voice their opinion. Salute. Mella, salute. Thank you for tuning in. At the bottom of your screen, if you can, just click the share button so we can share this to all of the, all the friends on your Facebook, on your Facebook wall. But yeah, like, that's what we talking about. We talking about 15 and pregnant, and who's really to blame for all of this? Like, real talk. Like, who's really to blame for this? Like, do you blame the child, the teen child, or do you blame the parents in the home? All right, thanks, Cherry. Thank you. Salute. I'm just happy you tuned in. Mella, I'm happy you tuned in. I appreciate the love and the feedback. Thank you. But yeah, like, who do you blame? Do you blame the teen child who's pregnant, or do you blame the parents or the household they come from? I agree. You do. I mean, personally, I feel you do blame both, because you have some parents out here that they give up on their kids too easily. And you should not do that as a parent. As a parent, you're supposed to go hard. You're supposed to go till the wheels fall off for your children. Despite if your children, if they don't want to listen, they want to run out the house, they want to run away, do all that stuff. It's things you could do to fix those situations. If you don't want to see your child out there hurt, you don't want to get that phone call your child is murdered or your child is raped, it's things you could do to prevent all of that. Like, if push come to shove, you got to take your kid to the court, take them to family court. Like, tell the judge, like, yo, I want this child put that child away, and let all of that soak in with the child. Let the child sit up in that group home or girls' home or whatever it is, wherever they go, because I'm not too, I don't have too much information on that, but wherever it is that the judge send them, let them go. You're right. Everyone has to take responsibility. That's the thing people are not doing nowadays. They don't want to take responsibility. You as a parent, and you brought a child into this world, you're supposed to be a child's back. You're supposed to harass your child until your child can't take it anymore. You don't give up on your child. And I'm seeing a lot with this generation that we're growing up in. These parents is giving up on their kids too easily. They letting the streets raise the kids. Like, I don't get that. You birthed that child. You pushed that child out. You spent 9 hours or how many other hours in labor delivering that child, and you just gonna give up on your child? Salute, Brown. Salute. Thank you for tuning in. The topic we talking about is 15. You know, these teenage pregnancies, like, it gotta stop. Like, who's really at fault here? Like, some people point the fingers at the kid. Some people point the fingers at the parent. But really and truly, like, who's at fault here? I feel both, personally. I feel both are at fault here because as a parent, like I said, you ride till the wheels fall off for your kid. I'm going to get a little emotional talking about this topic because this topic, personally, for me, hits home for me. And it's just sad to see these parents out here just giving up on their kids. They rather the streets raise their kids. But then you as a parent, you getting mad when you getting that phone call that your child was murdered or your child was gang raped. Like, how you getting mad? You as a parent gave up on your child. When your child ran out the house, you didn't run behind your child. When you were on the bus driving by and you see your child on that corner, you didn't get off that bus to go and drag your child back home. So yes, parents, y'all play a part in it as well. Y'all play a part in it as well because y'all giving up on y'all children too easily, and the next thing you know, your kids is coming home, or you're finding out that your kids is pregnant. Like, I don't get it. Like, what part of the game is that? Like, these are our children out here. These kids learn by examples and from examples. And if we're not setting the right examples for these kids are going to continue going down the wrong path. And then you can't get mad when your kid ends up pregnant or your kid ends up murdered. Because you as a parent didn't go all out for your child. And sometimes kids need to see their parent going all out for them. Like, you got to put that kind of fear in I feel personally, you got to put that kind of fear in your children that if they cut school, they looking every bus or every car that drive by, like, yo, I got to be on point because I don't want my father or my mother to catch me. Like, you got to sometimes put that fear in your kid's heart. Because all these kids nowadays are doing is running down the wrong path. And then with teenage pregnancy, a lot of these kids not even graduating high school. A lot of kids not even graduating 8th grade, let alone high school. Why is that? Because they're a teen mom. They have to stop what they're doing to take care of a mouth to feed. I feel if your parent talk to you about life and things that happens in life, kids would know how to handle themselves. That's true. That's absolutely true. As a parent, sometimes you do need to, tell your kids, some things you went through. Maybe not all, but some things you do need to tell your kids just to show them that what they're doing, you did it for them many years ago. Because they're going to feel what they're doing, you can do. And you're the parent. You're the one that got your kids by whatever, like 20-something years, and they feel what they're doing, you didn't do it. And that's where you got to stop them in their tracks. Like, listen, son or daughter, everything you do, I done did it. And I maybe done did it better than what you're doing. Like, that's true. Some parents do encourage it. That is absolutely true. Some parents encourage it. And these kids that's growing up nowadays, like, with this whole, like, a lot of them don't have fathers in their lives. That's first and foremost. And as the mother, I feel, granted, everyone's situation is different. I understand that. I totally understand that. But If it's to raise a child, you need to get along with the father. If it's to raise that child y'all have together, put your differences aside for your child. I understand you might hold a grudge towards the father. You might envy the father. You might hate the father. You might, whatever. Sometimes you got to be the bigger person and put your pride to the side and raise your kids together. Mother can't do it on her own, and the father can't do it on his own. Stop with this whole playing the victim role. These kids need to see love, and these kids need to see a foundation and a family. Granted, if y'all don't get along, y'all don't live together, so be it. But build that type of foundation and that platform where the kids could say, okay, it's not together. They're no longer together, but you know, they get along. Like, come on, these are your kids. Like, for God's sake, these are your kids. And I'm sorry. My mom told me the truth, raw and real, and that helped me. Salute. Some parents is just way too cool. Rather be a friend than a parent. Salute. Y'all both are absolutely right. Yes, sometimes the mother or father gotta give y'all the truth. They gotta tell y'all like, yo, this is how life is gonna work. This is how life is working. And you hear that truth raw, real, and uncut. You put it in the back of your mind and you learn from it. You try not to make those mistakes your parents made. If parents made any mistakes. Sometimes hearing the truth, it helps. And Mela, you are absolutely right. And I know a lot of people like that. A lot of parents nowadays, they want to be cool with their children. You're a parent. You're not their best friend. You're not their best friend that you out there double dutch jumping with them. You're not their best friend. Y'all talking about the new sneakers that came out. You are supposed to push your child to do better than, in my case, I feel, to do better than you. I feel parents should push their kids to do better than the parents. That's my opinion. Everyone has their own opinion, their own views on it. That's how I feel. I feel as a parent, you should push your child to do better, to do bigger and better than you. Like, it's too many, like, let's be honest here, it's too many broken homes. That's first and foremost. But then you gotta deal with teen pregnancy. You gotta deal with your child running away and you knowing where your child is at. That's the part that bugs me out. You know where your child is at. 9 times out of 10, the parent know where the child is at, and the parent don't do anything about it. But then you get that phone call, your child comes and tells you they're pregnant. It's like everything you worked hard for to do or to provide for your child goes out the window. In some cases, because you have some cases where the parent really couldn't do anything. Like, it was really out of the parent's hands. Granted, I understand that because I don't know everyone's situation. I'm not God. I don't know everyone's situation. I can't judge one person from the next person. I don't know. But if you can, how can I put it? If you could change, like, not make your child a statistic, like, what's wrong with that? Why do you want to see your child as another statistic out here in this world? Let alone, these kids nowadays are getting judged just by walking down the street. Just walking down the street, they're getting judged, or they're getting harassed by police, or however it's going. We all know this is America. We know what's going on in this time day and age. We're not blinded to it. But all these young parents that I'm seeing, like, I lie to you not. And from a personal experience as well, I lie to you not. I probably seen like about this month, this is March, I probably seen about 10 young teenage parents. 10. And when I say teenage, I'm talking like 15, 16, maybe 16, 17. So from like 15 to like 17. Okay, granted, 17, you're close to 18. Some people feel, oh, they're almost grown. I mean, if that's how you feel, to each his own. But like, you don't want to finish school. You don't want to go to college. You don't want to better yourself. You gotta when you're a teenage parent, you have to put your life on hold to take care of your child. You have to put your life on hold to take care of your child. That's true. Some teens want to be grown and they don't even know what they're getting themselves into. And then they have some of them have these slack parents out here who want to be their friend instead of being their parent. Like, who's really the parent here? The child or the mother? Like, sometimes I get lost. Like, who's really the parent? Like, I see some of these kids out here, the way they be talking and the way they be talking reckless on social media, and I be looking at them like, this kid don't have a parent. This kid don't have family, a father. Like, I be so lost, and it sometimes it brings tears to my eyes because these kids, instead of them trying to be something in life, they're just being nothing. They just being nothing. And it's sad and it's crazy out here that these parents are letting this take place. It's sad. Because I don't respect no parent if your child, whatever, if your child run away, your child not going to school. I don't respect a parent if you're not going to go out there and try to find your child. I don't respect you. I can't respect you as a mother. Because your child is out the streets and you know where your child is at. You're not even trying to like run after them. You're not even trying to go find them. But all you want to do is sit at home and talk about the situation instead of doing something about the situation. Like, come on. Like, let's be serious here. Yeah, it's not. It's really not. That's the truth. These young parents out here, they think raising a child is easy. They think raising a child is easy. They think having a child is easy until when they get hit all the things they have to do for and with that child, and they have to realize they got to put their life on hold for that child. But then again, hold up. You have some parents, they'll have kids and still don't even put their life on hold. They'll call up their mother or grandmother, hey, you want to watch the baby while I go out and party, while I go out and shake my ass? Excuse my language, but this is the truth. Jay's spot is to bring the truth, that real truth. I'm not sugarcoating anything, and there's so much I could say about this situation. I'm just giving y'all the light version of it. There's so much I could say, but if I go all out like that, after this episode, I'm gonna have a lot of haters, and I ain't even gonna do that because I don't want to embarrass nobody. Because Jay's spot is not about that. Some cases where there's single parents who can't be around because they have to work 2-3 jobs just to keep a roof and food and good food on the table. Mella, that's true. That is absolutely true. And these young parents don't know that's what they're about to go through. If they're a good parent, let me put it that way. If they're a good parent, that's also true. Cherry, they trying to be down. Like, come on, like, you trying to be down for what? To show the world that you a teen parent, a teen single parent at that. Sorry, a teen single uneducated parent at that. Like, that's what you want to show the streets and your friends. Like, come on, you gotta be smart. And these young parents out here, it's sad that they went down that road, but you should blame your parents. You should blame yourself, and then you blame your parents, because your parents didn't do anything to show you the right path. It's but so much a parent can do. Also, if the kid don't listen, you can try all you want. Cherry, that's true, and that's why I said a little while earlier. If the kid don't want to listen. The kid don't want to abide by your rules under your roof, so on, so on, so on. There's places you can go to that can take care of that. You could go to family court. Tell the judge, yo, my child is not listening to me. I want my child out of my apartment. I want my child in the group home. Yes, sometimes tough love is the best love. Believe it or not. Sometimes tough love is the best love. Yeah, that child gonna be mad at you. Yeah, you putting that child in the system. That child got to go somewhere up north, wherever, to be in a home with other young, kids. But at the end of the day, when they're sitting up there and time is going by, they're gonna realize, like, my parents, this was the best thing they could have done for me. Because if they didn't do this or go this route, I could have been out there dead, or I could be out there with 2-3 kids and 2-3 different baby fathers. So sometimes tough love is the best love. Yeah, your kids are gonna hate you. Yeah, your kids are gonna, call you names. They're gonna say you a bad mother, this, that, there. But I guarantee you, within like a year, maybe 2 years, when they realize what you've done for them, they're gonna be like, yo, they'll call you up like, yo, ma, yo, dad, this was the best thing y'all could have done for me. I'm getting my education, I'm learning the trade, and then I come home. I'm not gonna be that same girl that once lived under your roof. I'm gonna be a girl with responsibilities. I'm gonna be a woman. Sometimes that's what you have to do. And parents, and I'm a father of 2. I'm a father of 2, and I would be damned, excuse language, but I would be damned if I give up on my kids. I would be damned. That's just me. That's how I was raised. I'm not gonna let the streets raise my child. I helped make that child. I'm not gonna let the streets raise my child. What kind of father am I if I let the streets raise my child? Like, all the stuff I'm supposed to be teaching my child, the streets is teaching my child. Nah, it don't work like that. Not with Jay. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Point blank, period. And I will go to hell and back for my kids. If I gotta fight the devil himself to save my kids, that's what it's gonna be. I'm gonna rock out. It is what it is. Because I know when it's all said and done, I know I went out as a father that did his best for his kids. I didn't give up. I didn't let the streets raise my child. I didn't let a group of kids raise my children. I raised my children. I helped raise my children. And when I say help, talking about, the kids have their mother as well, but I did my part as well. My kids ain't going to look to me and be like, oh, well, yeah, daddy, the streets told me this. Or nah, it ain't going to be that. If anything, it's going to be my kids telling the streets. Well, this is what my pops told me, and I'm not doing that. I'm not going down that road. Like, come on, we can't give up on these kids, man. It hurts that a lot of these parents out here is giving up on these kids. Like, granted, and another thing that kills me, some of these parents didn't have a father figure in their life, or maybe they didn't even have a mother in their life. However, they could have been raised by their grandmother, their aunt, their uncle, however. But you wouldn't want the best for your children. You wouldn't want your kids to have the life you didn't have. You wouldn't want your kids to be raised better than how you were raised. Like, let's be serious here. Like, let's be real. Like, why you want your child to be another statistic here in this world? You should want better for your child, and you should want your child to be able to say, I have my mother and I have my father. You don't want your child to say, oh, yeah, I just got my mother, I don't know my father, or I haven't seen my father in 10 years. And that's what I'm talking about, like putting your pride to the side as parents. If you have children and you and the other parent don't get along, put that shit to the side. Work it out for them kids. All of this teen pregnancy can be prevented. I don't care what nobody say. It can be prevented. You just have to stand up and play your role and play your part as a parent. Kids don't listen until they become adults and see what their parents was saying. That's true. That's true. They don't listen. And we all know this. They don't listen. And then when they do become adults, and they see how hard it is out here, they're gonna be like, man, I wish I stayed in school. I wish I went to college. I wish I took a trade. But by then it's gonna be too. Well, then again, I can't say too late because you have some teen parents. I'm not even gonna lie. You have some teen parents. They have kids and they get on their grind. They go to whether to finish school or to get their GED and then go get a trade. You have parents out there that get on their grind. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I know a couple. I'm not even gonna discredit those people. I do know a couple. But it's how bad you want it. It's how bad you want to provide a better life for your new bundle of joy. Like, it's really how bad you want it. I know my dad, but I always seen how my mother had to go hard to take care of me. That's why I never wanted that for myself. I salute you on that. I really do salute you. Like, some children out here, like kids out here, they see what their parents are going through. Automatically, they say, nah, I don't want that for myself. I want better. You have some kids that's like that. They see what their parents are going through, and they right away, it just hit them in the head like, nah, I don't want it for myself. I want better. So I salute all those parents out there who on their grind, who doing what they got to do to provide a better life for their children. I salute you. Some teens do better than their parents. That's true. That's also another that's something else that's true. That you got a point. Cause some teens, they do get on their grind. Like I said a little while ago, they get on their grind and they just do what they gotta do. They do what they gotta do. And that's a good thing that that some teen parents get out there and get on their grind and do what they gotta do. But it's sad, man. It's sad. It's really sad. Like just seeing all these young teenage parents, like they don't know what they about to get themselves into. And then these parents are just sitting there and watching. Instead of getting up and doing something about the situation. A lot can be prevented. It can. A lot can be prevented. Now, granted, you like Cherry said, you could talk and talk and talk to the children till your face get blue. And they still want to do what they want to do. But go all out for them. Go all out for them. If they want you to run around, if you gotta, it might sound crazy, but I'm saying this because my mother did it. If you gotta call your job and be like, oh, I'm gonna be in like late, and if you gotta go up to your kid's school to make sure your kids is in that class, now granted, you could do that, and then as soon as you leave, they could run out the back door and go do that. You're right. Come on, like let's be real here. Kids will be kids. But as long as you know you did something or you tried and you did something, like as long as you did something, I'm sorry. That's point blank period. As long as you did something. That's true, bro. Being a teenage parent can make you or break you. But the people some of the people I know, it's gonna break them. That are teen parents. It's gonna break them. It's gonna break them. But this is the life, these young parents want to choose. This is the life these parents want to. These young kids want to choose. At least you went. Yeah, you're right. I'm just sorry. Like all the stuff I seen my mother do, I already know as kids get older, I'm gonna do the same thing. If my kids are not going on the right path, if they going down the wrong path, which I'm gonna prevent my life. If they going down the wrong path, then I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm gonna call the job, whatever. I'm gonna be like an hour late, and I'm gonna go up to that school. If I have to do it for a whole month, so be it. So be it. And they said I gotta come to that because as a parent, you feel I have to do this. I gotta pay these bills. I gotta keep this roof over my head, and I gotta, put food on the table. It's sometimes, but becoming a parent, like, it's sacrifice you gotta make. And I already know and see the sacrifices I might have to make. Enjoy your childhood, because when you become an adult, you're going to wish you did. Boy, oh boy, Cherry, you absolutely right about that. I wish I could go back to being a kid, but I mean, we gotta grow up. We gotta get older. Back to work. Thank you, Cherry. Thank you for tuning in. I salute you. I appreciate it. I'm here every Tuesday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So, check me out every Tuesday. But yeah, like with the I'm sorry, the word I'm looking for I'm terribly sorry, the word I was just trying to say, but like these teen parents don't know what they get themselves into. And like I said earlier in the episode when it started, I blame both sides. I blame the child as well as I blame the parents. Notice I said parents. I didn't just say mother. I said parents. So that goes for mother and father. That goes for mother and father. Like, it's sad. Like, it's sad, and I'm trying to hold back the tears because it's like these parents just giving up on their kids. And that's really sad. Like, that really hurts my heart to know you brought this kid into the world and you just turn your back on this kid, on this child, on your children. Like, it really hurts. It really hurts. And it's sad because you have some parents, they'll point other fingers at everybody else, but they won't point the finger at themselves. And I know a lot of people like that. A lot of close people at that. Put it like that. They'll point fingers at everybody else, being everybody else's business, but won't be in their own business. Won't do what they got to do for their own child, but they want to run and talk about somebody else's child. Like, come on, you live in a glass house and you throwing stones at somebody else? Like, look at yourself first before you throw any stones at anybody else. Like, I was always taught that from a kid. Like, don't throw stones if you live in a glass house yourself. And like I said, it's a lot I want to say. But I don't want to put certain people on blast because I just feel I'm not going to put certain people on blast. But a lot of people should not call themselves parents, in my opinion. You're right, especially Guyanese people. Especially Guyanese people. You about that, Mella? But I really do feel like some parents out here shouldn't call themselves a parent. Whether you the mother or the father. Like, You giving up on you giving up on the seed that you planted. You letting somebody else raise your seed that you planted. So how can I respect you as a parent? How? And then let's not talk about, you 15 and pregnant, but let's switch it now. Now, whoever the guy is that got you pregnant, let's be serious. You really think he's gonna stick around? Everything was dandy in the beginning. Y'all were having fun. Y'all were doing y'all. But now a baby's in the picture, and he might not want to be a father. He might not be ready to be a father. He might not be ready to step up to that plate. So now what happens now? You end up being a single parent. You got to get help from everyone in the village. And when I say village, I'm talking whether it's family, whether it's help from close friends. You got to get help from all these people when you knew what you would get yourself into when you spreaded your legs to conceive this child. Like 9 times out of 10, the father's not going to stick around. Sometimes once the father hear a child is coming, he's out the door. He feel, I don't got to help you. And then you have these teen parents having children with men who can't even take care of them own selves. Like, I'm lost here. Like, you having a child for someone else who can't even take care of their own self. Who's not even in a good position to put you and your newborn child in an apartment, in a house, let alone in a room, let alone a basement. You want to know why? Because he feel once that kid comes into the world, you got your mother, you got your grandmother, you got, I don't know, brothers, aunts, uncles. You have all these other people. So he feel he don't got to do a damn thing. So you were running around broadcasting, yeah, I'm about to be a parent. I'm 15. I'm this. I'm that. But you have nothing going for yourself. He has nothing going for himself. So once again, you're the one that's left to take care of that child. And who's going to suffer here? That child. That newborn child is going to suffer. Like, let's be real. Let's be real, America. Like, this got to stop. This has to stop. Like, if you're not ready to be a parent, don't do what grown folks do. If you're not ready to step up to that plate and handle your business like an adult, don't do what grown folks do. You know it's a saying, it's easy to get into trouble, but hard to get out. That's a true saying. It is so easy to get into trouble. So easy. But when it's time to get out of trouble, for example, like if someone gets hurt and that person that got hurt know you did it, you screwed. It's the same thing. So don't think by making a baby at 15, correction. Don't think making a baby at 13, 14, 15 is cool. Because in the long run, you only hurt yourself and that child. Because then what's going to happen? When the kid's father leaves you, where you think he going? Going to the next girl. He's going to the next girl, and you're the one left to deal with that burden of the child, you and your family. Real talk. It's sad, man. It's real sad. It is really sad. Like, being a teen parent, so much you have to put on hold. So much. So much you have to put on hold. And I don't think these young kids out here realize that. I don't think they know what can of worms they just opened for themselves. I don't think they know that. And then you have the parents who encourage it. You have the parents that encourage it. Instead of the parents being a parent to their kids, they want to be their friends. They want to be their friends. That's true. That's true, Mela. Being a parent, period. You're right. You're absolutely right. Now, I know it's a lot of like I said, I know it's a lot of different situations and households. You know, people could be going through whatever. We don't know. We're on the outside. But what I do know is if you could prevent something or prevent your child from being another statistic, why not? That's all I want to know. Why do you want your child to fall to that category of being like every other teenage parent out there? Why? You don't want better for your kid? For your children? You don't want to push your children to finish school, to go get a degree, or to, if they don't want to go to college, to go get a trade and be something? You have a lot of kids out here that don't have the help other kids have. Now, granted, for myself, I didn't have a lot of help. I mean, growing up, I had my mother. My pops was there, but he wasn't there. But when I saw how my mother used to bust her ass, excuse my language, if I see my mother bust her ass, I knew for myself, I was like, nah. I can't be that dude that's in the corner not doing nothing with himself. I can't let that be me. I have to want better for myself. And then when I became a parent, I was like, it's grind time. All that other childish kitty shit was out the window. Because when you have to provide food for a next human being, you can't play with that. You can't. When you got to get Pampers and wipes and Gerber food and all that stuff, you can't play with that stuff. Because you out there on the corner doing nothing, but your child is starving. Real talk. That's true, Brown. Many people don't understand something until they are involved in something. You're right. And it's sad because why? Why does everybody want to go through something to see shit is real? Like, why? Why do you want to see? Why you want to feel and see how hard it is out there in the world when you have people telling you from experience that it's hard out there? Why do you want to go through it for your own self? You have people telling you. Listen to what them people are telling you. If they care about you and they're talking to you, listen to what they're saying. Whether it's an aunt, an uncle, a brother, a cousin, listen to them. Because if they're older than you, chances are they went through what you're about to go through. Chances are they messed up their life and they had to do a big 360 to correct their life. Some people got it easy to get back on track and some people don't. Some people have it hard. Some people really have it hard. You know, it's a it's a song I want, my viewers to check out on YouTube. It's called Statistic. Just go to YouTube and type in Statistic, the letter J and John, Jon. Just type that in. Statistic, the letter J, and John, Jon. Just listen to that song. It's like, I think 6 minutes long. But everything that guy's saying about, I'm rapping about, is the truth. Like, why do you want your kid to be a statistic? Why you want your kid to grow up without a father? Why you want your kid to grow up in a broken home? Why you want your kid to grow up and not have love just because you didn't get love? Wouldn't you want your kid to have all the things you didn't have? And I will never understand this generation that we living in, because everybody just want to follow the trend. Being 14 and pregnant is not a trend. Being 15 and pregnant is not a trend. Being 16 and pregnant is not a trend. That's stupidity. Because you want to be with the in crowd because everyone else that you hang with are pregnant? Like, come on, man. Like, come on. It really hurts. It really hurts, man. It really hurts. Because so many parents out here could have prevented a lot. So many parents out here could have prevented a lot, but they didn't. They chose not to. You know what they chose to do? This is exactly what they chose to do. Turn their back on the situation. How you as a parent turn your back on your child? If your child is giving you hell, is giving you grief, is giving you hell and pain and whatever, go to family court, talk to a judge, and let them put that child away. I promise you, your child will thank you years later. I promise you. I promise you, your child will thank you years later. Like, yo, ma, yo, dad, thank you. And you like, what? Thank you? What happened? What we do? Just thank you for putting me where I'm at. Your child will thank you years later. I'm sure of it. I'm 100% sure of it. Your child will thank you years later. It hurts. It just hurts. And then to see, another thing too, you have these young parents. They have the child, and then they just talk it anyhow they want in front of the child. Like, this child is gonna mimic everything you say. You understand? This child is gonna mimic everything you say. We gotta remember here, kids are like sponges. They absorb and soak up everything they hear and see. Let's be real here. So when your child is like 3, 4 years old cursing and saying, oh, suck my, or F you, or you bitch, you're going to be looking like, yo, where did he or she learn this? Where did he or she learn this? Look in the mirror. That's where they learned it. You as the parent, look in the mirror and blame yourself. Blame yourself. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, we have to do better. We have to do better. The world is not getting easy out there. It's just getting more harder and harder and harder. If you're an adult and you have a child or you don't have a child, if you're an adult, period, you know it's hard out there. From you have to pay bills and rent and put food on the table for yourself or your family, it's hard. It is really hard. Yeah, you may could do it alone. You're gonna do it alone with help. You may do it alone, but you're gonna have some help. And when I say help, I'm talking you're gonna have help from the government. Because if you call up the father and be like, yo, your daughter or your son needs Pampers or milk, and he tell you, I don't got it right now. You don't got it. So what am I supposed to feed your child, or what am I supposed to clean your child up with, or like what? No pampers, like it is. I'm sorry. It's crazy. I'm really sorry, and it hurts. Like I say, I can't stop stressing it. It hurts because these teen mothers don't know what they're getting themselves into. They thinking it's easy out there on them streets. It's not. They thinking it's easy. It's really not. That's why for me, growing up, I always listened to my older peers. Always. Whether I didn't agree with what they were saying or whether I did agree with what they were saying, I always listened. And I thank God that I did listen. Because a lot of problems and trouble that a lot of other people I know personally are going through or went through, I didn't go through. Yeah, I had my times of being bad. I'm not gonna lie. I had my times of being bad, but so much I escaped. So much I got away from. But not everyone else was as lucky or as fortunate as me. Some people went through it. Some people got jammed up and went through it. Some people went through it. So every day I always thank the man above for giving me a second chance at life. Always. Because if I didn't listen, I could have been in jail or I could have been 6 feet deep. Real talk. Not sugarcoating anything. I'm speaking the truth. So all these parents out here, man, like I really do pray and hope this episode here gets to the right people. It touches the right people and it opens their eyes to a lot that was being said tonight. That's why for every episode I always ask you guys to, like, at the bottom of the screen, just click the share button and like just let it circulate on your Facebook wall. Like, a lot of my episodes may not help you personally, but I'm sure of it. It'll help someone that's on your Facebook wall, on your friends list. I'm sure of it. Because since I started doing these J Spot episodes, a lot of people I'm not gonna, put out there, but I've ran into a lot of people and not only ran into, but people called my phone and was like, yo, I needed to hear that. That episode you was talking about, yo, that touched home. And that makes me feel good to know that what I'm talking about is being heard and people not just, skipping it. They really sitting down and listening to what I'm saying. Because a lot of stuff that I'm saying, a lot of other people out there probably scared to say or probably won't say. Because you have some people out there, they feel, that ain't my business, it's my family. Or if it is their family, they'll feel like, I don't care. She made that mistake, not me. But sometimes you do have to care. And that's why I pray and pray and pray these episodes just get to the right people. These episodes touch the right person's heart. These episodes get into the right minds. Like, I could have avoided all of this and not do any of these episodes, but I've been through a lot in my life, and I felt I could share a lot about my life. And the experiences I went through, like I always say, I'm never going to put the person on blast or put the name out there, nothing like that, but some situations I can speak on. Some situations I can speak on. And sometimes, like, you gotta say it. You have to say it. Because you don't know what a person is going through when they wake up in the morning or before they go to bed at night. You don't know what kind of demons they're fighting. You don't know. You just don't know what they're dealing with. You really don't know what they're dealing with. like I always say in some of my episodes, if not all my episodes, if you can't talk to your parents, go to a church. Go to a counselor. It's help out there. It is help out there. Like some of us are not fortunate enough to go to their mother or their father or their or their aunts or uncles. If you feel you can't turn to the people, the church doors, the church doors are always open. They're always open. You go in there, you talk to a pastor, you tell him tell him what's troubling you, tell him what's bothering you, and he'll talk with you. He will talk with you. He will pray with you. He will probably recommend you other places, alternative places that can help you a little more than he or she can. But it's how bad do you want it? It is really how bad do you want it? But that was the episode I had to touch base on. 15 and pregnant. 15 and pregnant. It shouldn't be like that. But how this world is going, everyone feels being a statistic is cool. They feel falling in the category of being a statistic is fun. Like, is that fun to know you're 15 and you got to go to programs with other 15-year-old pregnant girls or other 15-year-old brand new mothers? Like, I honestly held back my tears tonight. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Earlier today, I didn't think I could go through with the episode. I'm not even gonna lie. I was thinking, I'm like, yo, could I really touch that without crying? Could I really touch that without blurting out certain situations? But then I had a talk with myself and I was like, yo, you gotta do it. This episode tonight can touch someone. It can really help someone out. Salute. Thank you for tuning in, man. Thank you. You know, it's always a pleasure when you tune in. I salute you and I appreciate everything from day one. You've been riding the boy since day one, and I appreciate you for that. Thank you. But the cycle the chain has to be broken. That being a statistic is not cool. It's not a cool category to fall in. But you guys, my hour's up. Jay's spot. Topic of discussion is 15 and pregnant. I'm here each and every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just tune in, check me out, subscribe to the Facebook page. Facebook.com/B2BTV. Pass it on, tell your friends. Tell your friends to check me out. Tell your friends Saturdays, I believe 9:30, check out Bhavani. She bring that heat and truth as well. Check us out, spread the word. As I do all my episodes, if it's anything you want to talk about, anything, any topic you want me to touch, just hit me up on my email. And my email address is actorjrichards@gmail.com. Once again, that's actorjrichards@gmail.com. Hit me up with an email, and if something to talk about, holla at me. But until next week, you guys, thank you for tuning in. Each and every one of you, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who clicked the share button, who clicked the thumbs up and the heart button. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. But I'm gonna catch you guys next Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Episode 15. Episode 15. But thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of your week and enjoy your weekend. Salute.